Yeah, I think I got it working now. Always a delay when you start streaming on YouTube, so you don't know for sure if your stream came online or not. Position keeps kind of drooping. It's a heavy mic. How tight I tighten that boom. The mic is so heavy, it just eventually just falls. So as you see in the title, kind of farming the Trial of not Trial of Secondness, the Trial of Chaos.
Your choices bring you this time.
Run the what's it called? Righteous Flatulence build that Kriparian put together with some minor variations.
One of these trials.
Pulled some of the concepts from the original creator named Skadoosh, I think. Pulled from his build and threw in the cast on minion death so that it fires ball lightning and lightning warp. So I warp back to it and create shock ground. And with overcharge, the magnitude of shock is increased, and it makes me do a lot more damage. So this build is immune to chaos damage. I do entirely chaos damage. So if a monster is immune to chaos damage, it kind of sucks. But I can let my minions whittle them down if I have to. As for the debuffs, I'm looking for things that are going to be minimally impactful to me. Monsters can't be slowed or stunned is not a bad one, but monster protected by energy shield, chaos damage bypasses energy shield, so that gives them no bonuses whatsoever for me. So, the Trial of Chaos is all about picking the negative impacts that are least impactful for you, for your build. So, pretty easy. You watch me die because I said that. It'll be kind of hard for the course. I gotta kill all enemies. The shock ground there, but because of the support gems, it's like 37% more damage to boss. The damage that I'm dealing is from the corpse weighted boots. Level 18 spell level. That's boosted up with a number of support gems to increase the amount of poison damage done, magnitude of poison, the number of poisons that can be afflicted. So I get 8 because I'm a pathfinder, and I spec into double poisons.
Don't get overconfident just because you beat the first room.
So of these, less defenses would lower my energy shield down to about 5,000 as a base, which is pretty drastic. So I'm going to avoid that one if I can. Area of effect would reduce the size of my poison clouds. Elemental resistance, I'm capped, but this lowers the maximum by 10. I think I can live through it with a single reduction. I doubt that I'll go with another one if it presented. On this trial here, I basically summon up my pets kind of in the center and lure everything around. For it. Throwing what's called poisonous concoction periodically. Something's off screen. Lob something over there. They die from it. Once one of them dies and I take a step, the boots trigger corpse explosion. Corpse decay. Pretty easy.
Don't mind if I do.
Run in a circle. Boom, boom. There's some parts of the trial that just suck, no matter what your build is. It's one of the easier ones. When you have to kill the monsters in a circle, that's by far the easiest one of all. I'm not a fan of the collect the veil. Put them on the pedestal. Constantly run out, run back, run out, run back. Ugh. Time consuming.
This is just a warm-up.
Okay, garbage. This one here is interesting. Buffs expire 3 times faster and debuffs expire 3 times slower. My poison is a debuff, so that actually is a boon for me. But if I get an effect that I can't avoid later, that's like the hearts ensnare you, that sort of thing, where you get grasping vines, that can really suck. Might end up being stuck in a position and not be able to get loose. Creation of the debuff lasts long.
Powering the monument requires
Bleed, if it hits you, can also be a real problem if you triple the duration of it. Okay, so we got this veil fragments one. Yay. What's our layout? Walls up here. You can see a single one here. Alright, so we're gonna switch here. Nothing. All up top. Frame rate. Up my there, let it cloud, so if they spawn and they come in, they'll die before they get to it. Now, here again. This is a bitch. Lower that wall and raise this one. Do one more. Now, I believe I just switch and they'll lower all the way. Kind of a cool puzzle. Not super hard, so, you know, a child could figure it out. This is where it gets interesting. First boss, we see what our first reward will be. This is where the majority of the currency comes from. Quilodal. That's the elemental resistance one. I think that one's worth 20 plus exalts. Because we're using Grim Feast to recharge our energy shield, and I'm using Chaos Inoculation, this recovery rate is irrelevant to me. Petrification statues is awful, even though, you know, you basically don't take much damage at all while you're petrified. It sucks if it spawns just in the right spot in front of a boss and the boss just keeps doing AoEs. Volatile Fiends is by far the worst effect that exists in this trial, I think, because every time a monster dies, a little red spark will spawn and it will chase you around until it gets to you, and then it'll explode. And can't block it, can only just mitigate it.
Your heart beats more slowly.
And I have jack shit for mitigate. What boss we're gonna get? I want to get the Chimera.
This one hungers.
36% shock. A corpse weight up. I got somebody wanting to buy it from me here, so if they join the party.
You may possess strength after all.
Let's see.
Hey, boy,
Get iron green.
stop fooling around.
Everything that I'm wearing. There's one exalt. Those are super cheap. I've had occasion where when I am in a party like that, I invite somebody, they join, we port to the same location, and I've had occasion where my portal disappears when they leave the group. I get back into the portal ASAP. Because you can't go back into this trial for some reason. Unless you literally walk through the whole thing. Alright, so what we got? Stormcaller runes, lightning storms. These are so easy to dodge. Not a big deal.
Lightning always strikes twice.
Okay, so. Okay, the Stormcaller runes basically, they'll light up on the ground if you're not familiar with the trial. That red rune there, if I stand in it too long, it'll light up, and then lightning will start. Boom. Okay. And to trigger them between, get them off my Had a bit of monster spawn and I didn't pay attention because I have terrible reflexes. I'm an old man. Got old man reflexes, you know. Let's see. I have consumed a few level 18 gems recently. So I've been leaving them on the ground for the most part. 4 seconds. Hoping to get a rare here. Nope. And get level 19 gems out of this one. The level 80 try stone. But not very common. Ran Trial of Secamus earlier and hoping to get a level 20 gem. 80, and it goes up by level each time you raise floors, but didn't bless me with any skill gems above level 18. Let's see here. Bloody Hearts or monster resistances. I haven't really observed any real change in how much damage the monsters take from chaos, so I don't know if that is their chaos resistance. It might just be elemental. It is for players. This is one of my favorite ones because it's just so easy. Fine, and then we run in a circle around the thing you can't see on the ground, but there's a red circle, and when it finishes, it'll kind of flash, and you'll see a pool of blood roll across the ground and enter that. There. I usually pick up things that have sockets on them just because they can be salvaged. Pick up currency that way by just breaking things down. But that's becoming less and less of a percentage of my profit margin. Five. Could have been 6.
What?
Yeah, it was 6.
Expecting praise?
Then TP. Pretty good. I almost never hit my flask. This was a great one also. Don't want to go with minus 20 to all resistance. Tornado Bird can mess you up pretty quickly. Bleeding sucks. Poison I'm immune to, but the bleeding sucks. So yeah, always drought if it's for this build.
Will never be quenched.
And we got the Chimera as the second one. So Tornado Bird is going to be the third. It isn't terrible. The fate that it drops is worth a bit of coin.
Wild and wicked, this beast yearns for your blood.
Land, damn you. And get the Grim Feast, harvesting things from your own pet. So that's pretty nice, especially if you're getting ready to do a boss.
Impressive.
Doesn't do all one-shots.
Survive those.
Oh yes, Lethal Rare Monsters. This is a great one because that increases the quantity of items that as well as the rarity of them.
Breeds the mightiest foes.
Couple waves left for the final boss. Gonna be Tornado Bird.
Hold your ground, if you can.
You can see my mana pool is going down. That's the cast on minion death. But regen's fast enough that I don't really worry about it. Cast so infrequently that it doesn't really make a difference.
Too weak, too slow.
Oh. Him down before the clock. Oh. Another level 18 gem. Blah.
Now, this is starting to get fun.
Understep. Those are interesting. I've not seen those before, I don't think. Read a maximum lightning resistance. Useful for this build because I already have to use... Oh gee, monsters gain chaos damage. I am immune to chaos damage. We'll take that.
With dark intent. Follow the path.
Follow the path. Not really a fan of this one either, where you have to escort the statue. So one of the beauties of this build is that the damage that you deal is based on the life of the opponent that you kill. So you kill one, you consume its corpse, and then it spreads as a cloud, kills the next monster. And I've also got Herald of Plague, I think it's called, which causes, when a monster dies while poisoned, the strongest poison on it spreads to a nearby enemy. So you get a nice chain reaction from that. Damn totem. On the last wave. Killed the trial master, and the loot that I've gotten from him was complete garbage. Do have the shield that he drops.
The next round to be that easy.
Option on it to give an extra socket. That I put in elemental resistances and reduced slowing potency. Oh, with the 436 increased effect, Basically, 10% chill is like 4.5%. Nonetheless, let's see here. Oh, they gain chaos damage.
There will be naught but pain.
Alright, Tornado Bird. He's the most dangerous one of the bunch.
I suggest you aim for the head.
Not for long.
Chaos dictates you will lose. Eventually.
8. Yeah, that withered wand could be good. Wasn't paying attention. Standing in the lightning thing. Those can trigger after the boss is dead at the end of the trial. Luckily, I have enough life to survive it and enough resistances. Final rewards. I didn't even notice what the final shard was. Upo Tante. Only one is as Kappa because it's 70 or so exalts. No, we'll pick up anything that's superior so I can get arrows out of it. What we got here? Rarity, lightning damage, regeneration, and mana.
That would only slow me down.
And let's see, I don't know. Pick up one more thing. Garbage. Kind of annoying that you can't go back to your hideout directly from the Trial of Chaos. And from this one. I think it depends on what level you're in. Can't go to that town portal. And from here, hideout from the waypoint.
Yes.
We'll identify south bench. Nope, garbage. Not for the. We'll see if I've got Thunderstep. I don't think I do. I do. Old or new? I don't know if that's been changed with the patch. 5% to maximum lightning resistance. 3. Roll as high as 5. Got less base lightning resist. Or movement speed. Evasion rating. Lightning resist. Well, I don't know which way to go. I rarely go with overcap resists. Think that I will pull this out because of the movement speed. If I ever do decide to go with lightning bonuses like that, I'll be fine with that. 46% is great. And then somebody might buy these for 1 exalt. What? +6 to all lightning spells. It isn't moving. I think I can set it. price, even though the tab is different. Say 3. I'm too lazy to look it up.
Yes.
There. Do a quick can't. That.
On with the work.
Now, let's see what we got here. 1 Exalt in my bag.
Yes.
Buy that.
Until next time.
Now we see what my currency exchange. Deadly Fate. Altered Orbs. 38 to 1. Lowest seller is 40.95. So, go to take that 40. It may not sell right away, but it should sell unless somebody. And they did. Let's see. It sold though. These are going for 30. Competing trades. You press Alt and it shows you what people are selling them for. At the bottom, the competing trades field is what people are selling them for. The available trades is what people are offering to buy them for. 4 of them up for 35. All right. One, half to 1. 30 of them, or 8. So one to sell. And finally, there's 247 being sold at 8 to 1. I want quickly. Don't feel like sitting on them. So, I don't know how long that was that I was streaming. How long? I don't see an indicator of how long I've been up, but that run 40, 35, there's 75, 40, 60, 80, 9 Exalteds in. Pretty good haul. I mean, you can get divines, but you can't reliably farm divines.
How can I help?
Their rate is going skyrocketing yesterday. 69. Apparently somebody was duping mirrors, causing prices to skyrocket on divines because people were buying mirrors at a cheaper rate than normal, so everybody was just dumping all their currency into divines to buy mirrors. And it was duped mirrors. They're in the system. So divine orbs are in high demand right now because of the fact that these mirrors entered the trade economy, and they're not selling them for exiles, they're selling them for divine. Anybody who is in that top tier is converting thousands of exalts into divine. I bought a couple of them last night because they were going up, and got 9 of them. I think I bought in at 100, and well, I bought some of them Friday, and then some more on Saturday. I think Friday the price was 118. Saturday it was at 125. And last night, which was Monday, they were at 148.
How can I help?
For the time being, sinking money into divines is a good investment because you can always cash them back out if you want to and get your investment and then some. Although you will have to spend a bit of gold to do the conversion. Base and arrow over. So one divine sale is 20,000 gold. Because it's 169 exalts. So if you were to do like 5 of them, 100k, that racks up pretty quick, but it's not terribly hard to get gold in the game. Let's see if I go the other way with it. Got 183. Beat that and hit in there. If I wanted to buy one, there are 10,000 offers, 10,000 exalted orbs being offered for divines right now at 160. There's nobody selling at that price. There's only one at 169. If I just placed that order, got myself a divine, that price is going to continue to go up as the day goes on until the market settles. I would expect it would probably top out around 180, maybe 185. Then it'll just kind of hold there for a bit and maybe come back down. But things can be very unpredictable in this way. I don't do a lot of currency farming. I only started a couple days ago doing the trial. At that point, I think 2 divines, maybe 3, and got myself up to 10. So it's pretty easy money. Do I have any more 80s? Not. I hate the Trial of Secamus. It takes so long to get to anything useful. You gotta go through the first 3 floors just to have a shot at a 19 or 20 gem. I'll do a 79 ultimatum. Repeat. Let's see here.
A descendant of the Magi? You are always... One of these trials you will fail, and I shall be there to witness it.
Yeah, you just keep hoping, buddy. Okay, so of the 3 we got here, the heart tethers, they slow you down for the first one, and it's only a momentary interrupt if you break the tether, but the next tether increases the damage you take if you get the second tier of it. Of these 3 options, I'm going to go blood globules because they're relatively easy to dodge.
Before you.
Blood pool or blood bubble will fly overhead and then fall. And if you don't move out from underneath of it, it does damage to you, physical damage. Thank you very much. My general routine with those is just kind of keep moving. And if it starts chasing me from, say, the left, I just sidestep it. So let that one hit me, but not a big deal. 1,000 energy shield is pretty good protection, even though my physical mitigation is pretty bad.
we're only getting started.
Okay, so rank 2 of that, it leaves a pool of corrupted blood on the ground. It's not the same as the corrupted blood that comes from the beams. I'm going to go monster skill speed.
Frailty races through your
Most of the time, they're not getting off more than one shot anyway. Skill speed is about cast, like their second ability. They'll get off one shot usually, but rarely do they get off two.
outlive my expectations.
I've only got like 20% movement speed through passives and boots. So the blood globules will actually catch up. If you get up to like 30% movement speed, the blood globules chase you around until you turn. Business concoction I just threw. Terrible XP. I was running maps, trying to level up, and Tier 15 map and a what's it called? Corrupted map zone would end up giving about 2% experience, sometimes 3 if you got a really dense population. A lot of rares because they are higher level. But the XP rate in maps is pretty damn bad, and this actually probably better if I were just continuously blasting through. I don't know if I'm actually getting XP off these things. I've had a bug of late where I just get no experience at all. So I'm going with monsters can't be slowed or stunned.
And unyielding determination.
Even though I'm running a blasphemy setup to slow enemies. Let's go up here. Oh no. The elevator. And off we go again. That's so that if anything spawns over here, fly to the poison cloud, like that. By the way, poison cloud doesn't climb steps. I had a poison cloud right here. Didn't do anything to the guy standing directly above the steps. Stone.
We are only getting started.
Opalodi. Not super valuable, probably worth 7. Alright, so again, flash and charm charges. Blood globules 2. I don't want to get that if I can avoid it. We'll pick the easier stuff until that's necessary.
Thirsty.
I'll take the blood globules over the
Prove your might against this magnificent
we did. I'll take the blood globules over the hearts that grab a hold of you and stun you.
A true display of might.
Chaos damage, that's an easy one. I try to avoid this one at all. Like waves of lightning get sent across the map, and I have to roll between them or dodge them, and
They bring night's madness.
because I've got blink so that I can teleport.
Slay them all.
It has a cooldown, so I can't just roll and then roll and then roll. A little bit of a delay before I can roll a second time. This is just run near them while there's a corpse nearby and dead. I have been killed in this map. Little section right here. It kind of sometimes bottlenecked in, and then as you go through the corridor, you'll have those casters throwing those frozen orb things at you that just spin and throw ice bolts at you and freeze you. That sucks. Not as bad as it was before the patch. They reduced the frequency at which those guys cast. But if you've given them 20% more cast speed, they do it more frequently.
What? Expecting praise?
Yes, I am expecting praise. Let's see here. We're going to do Stormcaller runes again. And energy. Terrible, but it's a salvage item though. A shard.
The rituals require blood.
In my sights.
Watching the XP bar, see how much I'm getting from it. I think I forgot to right click and summon my minions in waves. Already? Yeah. One monsters at all. Let's see. I think you get more and more waves further into the trial you get. We're only on. And up we go.
Could hardly call that a challenge.
20. Increase maximum life. I think that one's about 7 exalteds. Yeah, cool. So we got the reduced recovery again. From feast, so we don't really care about that.
fight the
Grim Feast is a minion skill. Surprised me when I played Grim Feast for a while, but I didn't realize it was gained bonuses from minion levels. So you can see here the 664 energy shield. It gains an extra 20 from quality. Even if you didn't have the quality, that'd be 644 energy shield because rank 18 and then plus 9. I've got level 19 gems presently. Probably use for it. I think I've got level 19 gems, but I've kind of been saving those for I decided to try something new. The things are working as is, so I'm going to get the Chimera on the third freaking boss. I've never gotten it before.
Will this creature be your end?
Oh, easy. On to the next. Ironically, I think the one boss that almost
You may possess strength.
always kills me, not in trial, but the one from the first act that's in the manor, like a statue that comes to life and it's got fire or candles on its back. That thing almost always catches me off guard and do like a series of projectiles off of its back, and these things just rain down on you. The thing just wrecks my face every time it happens. Reflexes aren't what they use.
Twice.
So I try to dodge out of the way, and then I dodging into more of them, and
Kill them all.
because gotta suck. Hey, rare.
An easy trophy.
Fire is the enemy of the poison build. Fire that ignites the poison. I think that's what happened. Do. At this point, I'm just throwing this concoction around. And done. No.
I can practically see your ego swelling.
Bosses deal more damage and take less damage. It's the Chimera. Can freeze you. I'm gonna go with the color runes.
Lightning strikes at your heart.
You know how to dodge those pretty easily. Don't stand still while they're in your vicinity.
Escort the idol.
Escort the idol. In the event your minions are on cooldown or whatever, the poisonous concoction it makes a pretty decent AoE. the 4 million per hour standing around in town for the longest time doing trades and stuff. Also, the Trial of Secamus was what I did right before I started up the live stream. And God, I hate it. But it's hard, it's just tedious and time consuming. And so much RNG. Not fun. Got to the fourth floor on the previous run. The merchant had an offer of gain 3 random boons, and the negative effect was rooms on the trial map are unknown. That I only had 3 rooms left to go that I hadn't been able to see yet. 3 rooms in to the 4th floor out of 10. So, you know, before I hit accept, I looked at what was available to me immediately, and the last room almost always has a negative effect, and I was just sweating bullets that I was going to end up with. You have no energy shield. That's a minor affliction, and it took me an hour to get there, nearly, I think, because you got to go through 40 rooms to get to the final boss. Pretty bad. Awful. Alright, so we got the Chimera. Let's see. Creating bloody ground. Pyramid beams. Corrupted blood. No thank you. Impending doom. I don't mess with those. I did those once and they really hosed me. Putting on this character, I think it was my Gemling Legionnaire that I tried that. Was not fun. Alright, so finally got the Chimera on the 3rd boss run. Only took about 20 runs.
A testament to Val engineering. The Chimera.
Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Yeah.
You will lose eventually.
I'm gonna step back. Cowardly Fate. The first time I've ever gotten that. It only drops from the Chimera when it's the last boss. So, now that I've got a Cowardly Fate, I'll probably continue to get them. Yeah, I should down and buy the other 2 fates back. Probably expensive. And just do the final boss.
Got no pack space for that.
Down there. I'm gonna throw these gloves. This is where you put the fates into the door. If I go through this door here, this portal, it takes me out to the entryway, and I can't come back. But if I teleport to town, I think that it'll put me in Act 3 Cruel, so I can use the currency exchange. Like it did.
How can I...
Usual routine here is identify, run over to the salvage bench, salvage anything that I picked up that was superior, because I get things like and then I either sell, disenchant everything else. I gotten 1 item out of all my chaos runs that was worth putting in my stash, and that was
Don't get eaten.
There. Silver charm. Here.
Hey,
Where's the exchange? Okay, so let's see. Just converted a bunch of my coin into divines, exalted in order to possibly buy the fates that I need. 34 to 1, sure, why not? $7.8. There's a shit. Why not? Get rid of it quickly. Honey, 8 to 1. So, we're gonna switch. 63 fragments. The Deadly Fate. I think I sold it for 37, but I could buy it back for 39. Glorious Fate. I'm not spending 12 on them because I sold them for 8. I can't believe that they're that high. Oh, no, wait. I'm gonna sell them for 8. Looking for 14. Oh, sure, 1. Glorious. Oh. Why? Let's see here. I got it for 38 because I got an exalt back. Well, that's always nice.
Hey, boss, don't play on that.
The whole point of this is to give the final boss a try. Maybe get lucky and get something good as loot. And also to see how this build does against him since I've changed out some equipment.
I applaud you, Challenger. Not many survive this long.
Mm-hmm.
Your final trial begins.
Go get him, boys. See how it does.
Ultimatum.
Frozen? Shit. Come on. Give me my minions.
Chaos, aid me.
Gotta keep doing damage to him. Keep out of his reach. His ultimatum thing, he's whipping around the room.
And amusing.
Yeah.
Still.
He's doing all kinds of magical damages.
Chaos.
Potion.
Chaos. Aid me.
Wasn't as easy as I was expecting. Yeah, dude.
My service is finally.
Threw a dart at him at the very end. Arm fired.
And my service continues.
Full mask.
Don't mind if I do.
I've only done him one other time, I think. What is this? The Glimpse of Chaos. Resistance is 0. Can be modified while correct. That's interesting. So it's got plus 26 to fire, 29 to lightning, 0 to cold, and that could roll plus or minus. Roll up to 150 life and mana. Interesting item. I think I've seen that. Wisdom scrolls. Almost out of those. That's probably worth every bit of one exalt. So the investment, 60 that I spent, not really worth it. But I'll throw up my stash. Who knows? At some point I might come across a build that it's part of. We're gonna.
How can I?
Hey, boss, stop fooling around.
Salvage. Keeping either.
Yes?
I'm level 82. 20% cast speed. Tier 3. I think I can go much higher. Bracers, idle. 2. No, I'm gonna buy that just out of curiosity.
About time that one sold.
Critical hit chance. That was physical damage instead of fire. That might actually be worth cracking up, but no thanks. And finally that. Almost level 91. Woo!
Don't get eaten.
Hey, boss, don't play on that.
Here. Where the hell is Apus? She's always yelling at. She's always yelling, Apus, get down from there, and Apus, get off of that. You know, don't think I've ever seen that kid. Maybe I'm blind. Oh, this is a dash full of, almost entirely full of white. Yellow in there. Basically just tons and tons of white. A blue there. Oh, it's a stone jar. Rare. Way.
Hey, boss, don't play on that.
Don't play on that. God. %sure I didn't have any 80s. I'll do one more. Don't think that I'll bother with the boss again, because honestly his drops are... The gem that he drops, I think it is really freaking rare. Before I do, I'm going to go use the restroom, and I'll be back. There was no coffee. All right. In we go.
Where will your choices bring you this time?
Pretty low on juice. Fill that up. My juice. Ooh. Back again. I was a smoker for 35 years or so, or 38 years, and got rid of the cigarettes, but I picked up another vice, a nicotine-based vape, but nearly as expensive to have it, although it's probably not any more healthy. Maybe a little, I don't know. I don't wake up in the middle of the night coughing up black stuff like I did when I was
And I
smoking.
shall be there to witness it.
Alright, so we got rare monsters. Like that one because it increases the
A lot more
loot.
common than you think. Your challenge awaits.
My challenge awaits. We
I shall overcome.
do. More damage than normal, but wasn't worried. Not a bit.
Oh, wipe that smile off your face.
Damage.
They
Please.
strike with dark intent. Hold your ground, if you can.
I wonder. In here, and I summon my minions. Just trying new techniques.
Barely broke a sweat.
Those. Thought about getting an Azcappa and throwing it on a secondary shield. Magic Find or Rarity? Can be quite helpful. Good Magic Find. At least 100%, and I'm nowhere near that. Tend to pick up every belt that I find because it happens to have the +2 charm slots. It could be an upgrade. You never know. I'd prefer a heavy belt. 3 charms. Because of the stun resist. No, I'm not using that. Monsters have energy shield. I don't care about that. Die with full energy shield.
Pillage and retrieve.
Pillage and retrieve. So it's the Vial fragments again. Okay, where are we? Probably down this one. Really don't like this particular objective. So tedious. The last one's probably over here to the right. Yep. Bottleneck there. That's where we drop our poison cloud. And as we approach in.
Don't give up so early.
Buddy. Okay, so what do we got? Increased damage taken. So 50% more damage taken after 50 seconds. Not a good one. Rings of Doom. We go with the hearts.
Weighs you down.
Not a fan of them, but they're not that bad. If you stay in the center or near the center of the ring, it doesn't even slow you down. If they spawn while you're on the move, they don't even grab you. Keep right on rolling.
The Vaal engineered some of the fiercest creatures to ever exist.
Yeah. Regenerating his energy shield, so... Hi. Never know, those could have high movement speed. And if they do, they have value. What item level are they? 81. 81 can roll 35% movement speed on boots, so
Impressive.
worth hanging on to.
Normally, challengers don't survive those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Storm Caller runes again.
Descends. Kill them all.
All the enemies, I think I hate those guys the most. They're not as bad as they used to be, though. Hey, I have not yet defeated all the monsters. Must be up yonder.
Halfway. Impressive.
Deal more damage and take less. Why not?
Adversaries plagued with a blood-curdling fever.
It doesn't say what percentage they
Seek out the
deal more and take less, but it doesn't say how much. Do. The next. Not quite used to the green jumping a bit. Ball lightning, cap on death effect. And death. Get used to that. It's new to me today. But the amount of damage that it adds is tremendous, so I will keep rolling with it. Easy peasy. The boss here. We might be on a boss. Okay.
I think you'll
Seven.
like this next one.
Opalodi. That's the right pronunciation. 50% more chaos damage. Again, immune. Doesn't matter.
Don't stare for too long, challenger.
Funky looking things. Curious. Luminous
Substitution
pink.
power.
Reduced recharge rate, but 100% faster start. Probably not a bad starter item, like for character. Movement speed out of the gate.
Impressive. Normally challengers don't survive those.
7 sockets. Whatever. Oh, we got shitty choices here. Round 8. I'm not a fan of corrupted blood. Not a fan of shocking turrets. Escalating damage taken. I'm going to do that one.
They accelerate beyond reason.
Hopefully it isn't a long trial. Be more than a minute, so more damage taken.
Out
Gonna be.
my expectations.
Now this will come in handy.
Might be a point where I actually need to evade damage. $18 skill gem. Don't really need those.
Quick and lethal.
Keep it on the move. Only got to get through 2 rounds with this debuff. The gems tab holds 500 total gems in the stash.
Took you long enough.
I probably got more level 17s and 18s than anything. Monsters cannot be slowed or stunned. Want to be more vulnerable to them. They can't be slowed.
Unyielding determination.
And front door, the wife just got home from work. Wrapping up after I finish this run.
Stay close or perish.
Close or perish.
Nowhere to run.
Just eliminate them. Clear the path first. They only have to deal with the stuff on the elevators and the unspawns.
Quick and lethal.
That takes care of those. Now, let's go back and pick up the idol and escort it through. May not be the most efficient way, but it's a little safer with the 50% increase. Yeah, I'm streaming. The one trick about this is if you drop out of combat and you switch weapon sets, there is no cooldown timer to resummon your minions. Left click, right click, left click, right click. And continuously get minions out to sacrifice. Let's see. The final boss, which would be the mother bird.
I can practically see your ego swelling.
Pyramids, nope. Docking turrets. Fire lightning projectiles, nope. Go with the heart tethers again.
Feel the weight of the damned.
Noise blink out. That hits me once. Be a good DPS check. Attacks I get up to.
A bird will do anything to feed its young. Rise and go.
Glorious fate. Chaos.
Got no patch fix for that.
Let's see. See that. Critical hit chance for spells. Mana. Don't think it's worth it. Neither is that really. Until something changes drastically if it's an armor piece that doesn't have energy shield. Instant salvage. See how we did on this one. Let's see, increased chance to shock, corrupted, freezing shards, lightning damage. Nope. It's got really good physical, but it's got lightning instead of added physical, so bummer. Rolled a tier 12 lightning damage. Or pick, nope. Green bow. And sandals. Nope. All junk. Come back and loot that stuff. Cards are pretty common. See if I can teleport. Paste the hideout. Nope. And we'll go to the hideout from there.
Go on.
Only because I got everything really close together here. 85 armor.
Yes.
A hybrid. Evasion energy shield boots with no movement speed. Ender. I don't know if I've got the luminous paint. I do. Oh, let's see. They look like little flowers. 10%, let's see. All the new ones have increased energy shield for the patch. Into the stash they go.
Greetings.
All the bow. Didn't pick up charm slots on the roll, so I'm not going to mess with it. Yet. Boots.
Time is not on our side.
And you out of identify scrolls or wisdom scrolls. Card.
Hello.
Currency exchange. Salted orbs. There. $12.5. So I'll put it up. I paid 14 for one earlier. Maybe it was 30. Maybe it's 12. I don't know. Cheapest being sold is 12.5. So 12 for one. Hey. Let's see. 1193 being sold. I don't care. Going. That one. 609 at 8. Right? 612 already. Is 722 for 10. Throw it up at 10 anyway. I'm going to take a break from the game, and by the time I come back, it may be finished selling. We'll see. Yeah, people selling them at 9. See if they sell. It'll update pretty quickly. Seconds or something. Yeah, screw it. Alright, so that was 35 exalts. Some variance in there. Usually about 1 out of every 4 to 5 kappa. Market ratio on us kappa is 305. That's like the jackpot. You get 3 soul cores per run, but I think the S kappa can only hit on the 3rd boss. I've only hit it on the 3rd boss, but if it hits, good run. Gonna call it a day there, and thanks for watching, folks.